What is going on, Psych Perspectives? Geo Fux here. I am currently at a conference for my job. And while I am very grateful, thankful, privileged, blessed to have a full-time job that offers benefits, and I'm able to have a job and make money and income, and that they paid for this entire trip and this entire conference, the hotel, the transportation, the food, the lodging. I'm very thankful. I'm very grateful. I'm privileged. I am privileged. I am blessed. And at the same time, it's just really mind-boggling how, you know me, I gotta show receipts. It's mind-boggling how, and I'm gonna give you a little tour from the beginning. So we're at the front door right now. That's the hallway. There's a mirror and a closet. Here's the bathroom that I'm in. You can see me standing. Actually, this is me standing right here. It's very mind-boggling how, right, how they're able to afford to send us here and pay for our actual hotel, you know, and this very fancy hotel room, hotel chain. I mean, literally, I have what I believe this is a king size bed. If it's not a king, it's a queen. But I don't even have a queen or a king size bed at home. I have a full size bed at home that with a mattress that I bought for $150, and it's really like a 8-inch foam mattress that I got at Costco's that sucks and needs to be replaced. But it's just mind-boggling, right? Like, they can afford to do all of this, right? I mean, and look at the view, right? They can afford all of this, and mind you, there's 5 of us here. There's 2 other counselors, and then 2 other employees that are here, right? Look at this view, right? They can afford all of this, right? But they can't afford to give us raises. They can't afford to give us bonuses. They can't afford to give us better health insurance options. You know, it's just weird how they can afford stuff like this, but then when you ask for a raise, you're made to feel horrible for asking. And again, if I had to pay for this out of my pocket, I wouldn't be able to go, right? Because this hotel room is probably running anywhere from $200 to $300 per night. The food here, they gave us $420 for the week, right? We got here Sunday, we leave Friday. So they gave us $420 for 6 days. I don't spend $420 for a month. I don't spend that for 2 months on groceries. You know, luckily on groceries, I'm between $100 to $150 a month. So I'm sitting over here like, what? How are we supposed to spend all of that in a week on food? And then on top of that, because of my health issues, IBS, Crohn's, Graves' disease, I have a shitload of digestive. I have an autoimmune disease and a lot of digestive gastrointestinal health problems. So I'm not really one of those people that eats a lot because, I mean, I get sick. So it's just mind-boggling to me that they can do all of that. But then here it is. I've been working here for nearly 2 years come October, and I haven't gotten a raise. And I have 2 job titles, yet I'm only paid for 1. Despite cost of living, inflation, the amount of work that we do, can't get a raise to save your life. And then you're made to feel guilty for asking. So it's just really shady to me how that goes. I don't really think it's fair how that is set up. But don't get me wrong, am I thankful for them to pay for me to go to a conference so I can learn additional skills? Yes. Am I thankful that they paid for this? Absolutely. Because I haven't had a vacation since August of 2018. It's been 5 years. This was the first time out of the state for me in 5 years. And then because of COVID, which it's still existing, which keep in mind, if you think I'm not wearing my mask, I am wearing my mask, honey. Okay. wear your mask. I truly recommend masking. I'm just being real. But I haven't done anything, so I would have never been able to do anything like this. So I am very thankful and grateful. I am very blessed. I am very privileged. I'm privileged, and I recognize that. I'm not, I want people to understand when I make these videos, I'm not making it to be like, oh, poor me. Because, no, I recognize the privileges and blessings that I have, okay? And I am grateful. I am thankful, right? I am very. But don't you just think it's odd how jobs can do all of this, but then they can't pay you shit? It's just weird. That's all I'm saying. And then when you look at our healthcare, I mean, we barely get $2,000 a month. I mean, I'm literally at $2,400 a month after taxes and deductions. And yet our healthcare deduction is $2,000. It's shitty healthcare. Okay. Also, good luck on finding people who even accept the healthcare that we have. It's really trashy. But yeah, I want y'all to see that. This is a hell of a view. This is a hell of an opportunity that I would have never had, right? Because if this was based off of my finances, there's no way in hell I would have, no. I mean, hell, the $375 charge that they put on my debit card for any accidentals for this hotel room, right? Put me in the red, if we're going to be honest, right? Because again, after paying bills this past Friday, what do we have left? I get $1,200 every 2 weeks from my job. So if I'm basing my income solely on my full-time job, yeah, I had like maybe $500 left. And then they just put $375 as an accidental hold in case there's any accidents in this hotel room. And it's just something to think about, people, I just want people to realize it, because me, I'm very transparent, right? Like, I'm not going to sit up here and make it seem like I'm bawling. I'm going to let you know how I was able to do this. I was able to do this because my job sent me here and paid for it. But in the meantime, my same job won't pay me a living wage, won't give me a raise. So that's just something I just want to throw out there. And then the fact that we have to beg and plead for the most basic of things. But then in the meantime, this trip for all 5 of us is easily well over $5,000 for the week. Well, hell, it's probably touching between $8,000 and $10,000 for all of us to be here. And it may even be more than that, because the actual conference and the classes were $1,000. So there's 5 of us, so that's $5,000 right there. And then when you look at how much these rooms are, probably between $200 to $300, they might have got a discount because this is also where the actual conference is being held at. So say even if they knock it down to 100, there's 5 of us. So 5 of us, $100 per room for 6 days. It's still, and then you still gave everyone $420 for food. So yeah. So again, it's just really shocking to me how they can do all of that, but they can't give anybody raises. And like I said, I've been here for almost 2 years and haven't received the raise. So I am going to continue to talk about these things while also recognizing the good, okay, the blessings, the gratefulness, the privileges that I have. I'm not going to take any of that for granted. But that's just it. I'm going to be honest and transparent about shit. I'm not going to sit up here and only tell you about the bad or the negative. I'm going to tell you about the good and the positive. But I'm going to keep it real, right? So that's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to highlight that because it's really strange to me how jobs are able to fund things like this. But then if you ask for a raise, somehow there's no money in the budget. Make it make sense.